I bet you it's
I'm in savage mode. I'm in savage mode. I'm in savage mode. I'm in savage mode. I'm in savage mode.
Welcome to Disputed Sports, everybody. We're your hosts, the one and only Carlos Vernon. This is Monday Morning Therapy. Since it's Monday Morning Therapy, before I get into our Browns, I want y'all to tell me your favorite team and why. Give us some therapy of why that is your favorite team. Tweet me at Carlos Vernon 9 on Twitter. I repeat, tweet me at Carlos Vernon 9 at Twitter. I will be reading them. We will get into that. But once again, everybody, it's a tough Monday for us to open up our work week. Hope everybody having a great day. And it's cloudy Monday because the Browns did not win and the Chargers just came in here like savages. Came in here and just took their dinner and ran and didn't even share. So give credit to Anthony Lynn and his San Diego Chargers. They really went into Cleveland, a hostile environment, and took it like a business trip. It was no playing around. And that's what they did. We got a lot to get into in such short time, so we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about a lot of Browns today. We're going to get into our non-sports society talk. And we're going to sneak in a couple things I want to say about the Indians before we wrap them up until next year. So we got a lot to get into. But first, let's go around the scoreboard of yesterday's game, or yesterday's scores in the NFL. We're going to get into them because like I always tell y'all, I love football. So we're going to talk a lot of football today. So let's get into the scores from yesterday in the NFL. Once again, we already know our Cleveland Browns lost to the San Diego Chargers 38-14. Man, what a game Sunday night, though. What a game Sunday night. Watched that whole game. It was very, very intense, and it lived up to me staying up and watching the Cleveland Browns and watching the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. Man, Tom Brady, the GOAT, went against the future of the NFL. Man, Pat Mahomes. I just want to get into this game real quick before I tell you the rest of the scores, but I'm going to give you some stats in this game. They is tremendous. It lived up to the hype. Patrick Mahomes, 23 of 36, 352 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Kareem Hunt, 10 carries, 80 yards. Tyreek Hill, 7 catches, 142 yards. Kareem Hunt, 5 catches, 105 yards. That's amazing for a running back to have 100 yards receiving, 100 yards passing. Kelsey, he had 5 catches, 61 yards. Sammy Watkins had 2 catches, 18 yards. On the Patriots side, Tom Brady, 24-35, 340 yards, 1 touchdown, was sacked twice. Sony Michel had 24 carries, 106 yards. James White had 6 carries, 39 yards. Gronkowski, 3 catches, 97 yards. That big catch that came in the last drive to set up New England for the game-winning field goal. Chris Logan, 4 catches, 78 yards. Junior Edelman, 4 catches, 84 yards. James White, 5 catches, 53 yards. Josh Gordon, 5 catches, 42 yards. Cordero Patterson, 1 catch, 13 yards. As you can see, the New England Patriots got a lot of weapons behind them, but I just want to say something about this game. Man, Patrick Mahomes, because we all know Tom Brady. He's a GOAT. He's going to go down as a GOAT. He's the greatest quarterback to ever play the game, hands down. You cannot deny that. His resume always uploads every year. And every time it uploads, it's something amazing. But Patrick Mahomes reminds me of the Steph Curry of basketball. You know, when you watching the Golden State Warriors, right? You know Steph, he a musician with that basketball. And you know he's going to do something amazing with the basketball. And he always does, whether he pull up from about 40 feet and hit a three on purpose. Whether he go to the hole razzle-dazzle with a sensational layup. You just know when you go see Steph Curry play, the babyface assassin, you know you're going to see something spectacular, and that's how Patrick Mahomes is. Patrick Mahomes is a genius with that football, and the reason why is because Kansas City, like I keep telling people, set him up for a lot of success. He got a lot of playmakers with him on every level, so it's going to be hard for teams to shut down that lethal offense. That is a lethal offense. When I mean lethal offense, I mean a lethal offense. And Patrick Mahomes, when he got the football in his hand, man, he's a genius. He's a genius with it. Because his thing is, he can throw in the pocket, but not as good when he's rolling out. And you can't stop him because he's so quick and so athletic that he knows where to go with the football. And no throw on the field is hard for him. He got a cannon. I seen him roll out to his right and hit Tyreek Hill for the tying touchdown. We're not even trying. And then some throws where I see he rolling out and the pressure coming and he throwing it in tight windows on the run. That's not easy, man. I just want y'all to understand how hard that is of just throwing the ball on the run and into a tight window and making it look easy. He's just a musician with that football in his hand. And people, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to leave it at this because we're going to get into a lot of Pat Mahomes this year. Pat Mahomes is the truth. I don't care what nobody say. I said that on my Facebook and Twitter last night after the game. Patrick Mahomes is the truth, and I don't care what nobody say, he's the future of the NFL. That man can ball. Nothing fazes him. And when you set your quarterback up from sitting from another good quarterback and a solid leader in Alex Smith, the sky's the limit for him. Watch out, Patrick Mahomes could be multiple MVP player in his league. He's that damn good. Period, point blank. And Baltimore shut out, back to the scores, Baltimore shut out Tennessee, which was a surprise. Which wasn't a surprise, but it was because Tennessee is a 3-2 team, but their offense sucks. They got one of the most non-movable and talented offenses in the league. They just can't move the ball. Baltimore shut them out to go atop of the division, 4-2. Jacksonville lost to the Dallas Cowboys, so I know on Undisputed right now, Skip Bayless is giving Shannon Sharp hell. And that's a shocker because Dallas don't have a lot of talent on offense, but they just find ways to win. And Dak Prescott is a good and solid quarterback. But it's surprising that they whooped on Jacksonville like that because Jacksonville coming in was the number one defense in football. And you can see the last 2 weeks, Dak Prescott and Patrick Mahomes lit them up. 73 points in the last two games. That's not good. And they got one of the best passing defenses. And the Dallas Cowboys has one of the worst receiving core, and they put up 40 points. The Rams beat the overrated quarterback Case Keenum, who got benched 23-20. I mean, the score wasn't as close as it seemed. The Broncos just scored a touchdown at the end. That's all that was. But, man, the Rams look good. The Rams, and even though the Chiefs lost, they look good. Man, the Rams look like Ty Gurley, Robert Woods, Kep. They got a solid team. Man, that's going to be a high-powered team. And and a tough team to beat in the NFC. They look like they're gonna be good. The Sam Darnold and the Jets beat Andrew Luck 34-42. Sam Darnold, the last 2 games, he's bounced back. He's had a solid start after that loss to the Browns, so I can't give him that. And Andrew Luck just no talent around him, so it's just it is what it is in Indianapolis, and it's gonna be a long season. They need a lot of work. The Chicago Bears lost to a thriller in Miami on the last second field goal. So that was an amazing game, and Trubisky is looking nice, and that Chicago is revamped over that trade of Khalil Mack. That's amazing what one trade can do to a team. Cam Newton and his Carolina Panthers lost to Alex Smith and his Redskins 17-23. The Steelers came back and won against Cincinnati. That was a good game too, which the Steelers was down on the last drive with about 14 seconds left. Ben Roethlisberger hits Antonio Brown for a 30-yard slant, and that was the game-winning touchdown to seal the deal. And now it seems like Pittsburgh owned Ohio. They owned Ohio. Ben Roethlisberger is 30-4 against the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. 13-2 against Cincinnati, 17-2 against Cleveland. And he owns Ohio, and he played football in Ohio, the University of Miami of Ohio. The Bills lost to Deshaun Watson and his Houston Texans, 13-20. Josh Allen was injured, and Peterman came in and stunk it up. Jameis Winston them almost made a comeback. That's what the Browns will be facing next week, but they lost to Matt Ryan and the overrated Atlanta Falcons. The Seahawks destroyed Tom Gruden and his talentless Oakland Raiders in London, 27-3. And of course, our Thursday night, the Eagles beat the Giants. Tonight, Monday Night Football, San Francisco and the Green Bay Packers. That's not going to be a good game. You already know who's probably going to win that game. But it's still watchable because it's football. So that's going to wrap up the scoreboard. That's going to wrap up this segment. When we come back, we're going to dig deep into our Cleveland Browns and recap the loss to the San Diego Chargers yesterday at First Energy Stadium. Back in a minute. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned here on Disputed Sports.
Brazilian Parmesan with sausage, pepperoni, Parmesan spread, and more. Or try the zesty bacon and Swiss with steak, bacon, zesty mayo, and our raspberry chipotle topping. And they're both only $4.50 each. Mr. Hero's Steakery. It's flippin' good.
Like learning more about each other on your first date, maybe over or discovering you can't get the high notes at your favorite karaoke bar. No matter your reason for going out, now you have 4 more. Introducing the new Saver Card from Capital One. Earn 4% on dining and 4% on entertainment. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Capital One Bank, USANA.
Anywhere you get podcasts, on Apple, on Google, wherever podcasts are delivered, I want you to listen because it's a smart, funny show. We forgive anything for smart and funny. It's sort of like you join a club. You don't have to row. You don't have to get out. It's sort of like you join a club and you sit at the table with people who make you laugh and make you think at the same time. You're going to say,